Well, let me take you, I'm gonna do unblur for just a second. This is my daughter, Kayla. She works with me.
Good morning.
Hello, nice to
This
meet
is
you.
Trisha Barlow.
Hello.
How are you
Um,
doing?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for asking.
Good,
How are you?
good.
So it's just the two of us for the minute.
Yeah.
After the other day, if we could talk, because
Hmm?
remind me, what is this titled?
This is just office hours. This is just to help people who are having problems
Perfect. All
getting
right.
on or anything
Yeah.
else.
So
Yeah.
after the other day, this is perfect. Um, I had my list of like laundry. First of all, the lists are so long and it's one long scroll as opposed to a page. So I can't do like page one because it's all one long page. So it's very, I became very overwhelmed. So that was number one. And I then, was that Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. So I dealt with my problems with my calendar. So that's good. But I kind of don't know where to start.
You're
Um,
not supposed to start, quite frankly. That list is everything that you're going to get. We don't ask you to do it now. So this, when we built out end to end, this is the feedback we got from our agents. It's overwhelming. We can't look at it all. It's too much. So we introduced what we're calling the navigator. It's a lady called Shirley, and Shirley will be reaching out to you on Sunday and starting you on Monday, drip feeding you that information of what to look at and keep you accountable on it. You're not supposed to look at all of that now. It's there in case you're bored and you want to jump ahead.
oh, I'm so not bored.
Yeah. So that's good. We don't want anyone bored, but that's why we gave the whole list in case anybody's sort of going like, well, what am I doing? So
Okay.
that's why you don't have to worry about any of that now. We're taking all that burden away from you. We're going to drip feed it to you. Shirley will introduce
So
herself
that
on
whole
Sunday.
list is going to be put in bite-sized things, and the
Right
navigator
size.
is going to babysit me along.
Yes, correct. Exactly.
Okay.
And then
All right.
she'll check in at the end of the first week, which is actually the end of the second week, the first week, and then she's going to sort of check in. If you put in for the habit tracking, she'll check in on, how you're doing. So you can really see. So don't worry about that list. Number two, the whole purpose of this week is to get you on the platform, get you accessing sessions, getting you to be familiar with where you find everything. What you have to do, when you have to do it, don't worry about that. We don't want you to worry about that. So that'll be drip fed to you from the navigator. So there's that. The other
By
thing,
text, right?
yeah, by text. So the other thing is, and she'll also send you links to anything that she's asking you to look at. But again, you have it on the roadmap, so you can click it that way either if you don't want to do it from your phone. I mean, the phone, for me, I don't particularly like it because, it's a lot of stuff to cover in on the phone. But with that in mind, and regarding all our sessions, don't feel obliged to go to all of them. The way we've broken
We
out
had
the
like 2 a
sessions,
week.
yeah, there,
Depends for 2 weeks.
seriously, there's plenty there. If you're doing the selling side or if you're doing the buying side, so we're focusing all of Chirag's selling sessions will be on the Monday. All of his buyer sessions are going to be on the Tuesday. On the Monday, he's doing the live prospecting, which we've already this week, we have had great response from agents who attended, and they already got like three new deals from one agent from just doing this live prospecting with Chirag. And then on the Wednesday, it's business development is the coaching. And then on Thursdays, it's business operations, which you attended with Chris today. So Chris and Mike are doing Thursdays, Wendy's doing Wednesdays. And then the afternoons, I'm doing the tool trainings. So when we do the tool trainings, it's the compass tools through the CSC lens, how we like to use them, how we suggest they're used. And then any of our resources that we have, we include those as well. We work them into it. It's not intended to be an agent experience tutorial. It's not, this is how you click here to start or anything like that. We're only doing it on subjects that we feel passionate about and like to use in a different method. So again, mine are there. You can add those onto your calendar as well, or come into them, don't come into them. Everything is recorded and it's all on our platform by the following day under past events. If you don't know how to get there, let me know and I'll share my screen.
I do. Thank you. So you
Okay.
said Monday is sellers,
Yeah,
Tuesday,
buyers. These are the 11:30 ones.
okay, 11:30 EST.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing, yeah, no. Wednesday,
Wednesdays are business development. All the trainings our sessions are focused on business development, and Thursday, business operations. That's the focus on those. Yeah, and then mine are just Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Pick
Got
and
it.
choose. If you want to go to them at all, you don't, like I said.
okay. And I can, I'll look at that because most of my stuff, most of my business is sellers. But I also need to get all the, like I need to use the Compass tools. I'm paying for them. They're available to me. I just
Yeah.
don't know quite how to use them. So
Yeah.
that's
So,
part of
so
the
there's
fun.
two things I would draw your attention to. Excuse me, I just ate an almond and it's gone down the wrong way. On the Compass tools, you can come to the training, but if you really want to go into them, we created user guides for every single tool on the buying and selling side. So there's step-by-step, literally a user guide that you can print off or go through it on the platform. And something that's never been
There are
created.
so many steps, I became overwhelmed.
Yeah,
So
well, we tried to break them all into bite size. So for example, in the CRM, there's like create a contact, enroll a contact in this. It's not like, here is everything about the CRM. We're
Okay.
not doing that.
Right, okay. Well, I was working on the what you guys call a pitch book,
Yeah, the listing presentation.
the listing presentation, as well as and then getting it into iPad or computer format. So that's my primary focus right now.
Yeah, you can create into a flip book.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, so if you look up create a flip book in the listing presentation, it should have a section there in it.
Right, except for they're not up to date yet. So I was having to call my AEM and my marketing person because they have 2022 information.
Who has? We have?
I'm in Los Angeles, so in the Beverly Hills, Greater Los Angeles flip book thing, the template, it had stats from 2021 or 2020.
Oh,
So I can't do it because it's stupid. So I've been dealing with them. So it's like you have to do 7 steps before you can do a step. So that's why
yeah, you can create any PDF into a flip book.
no, you can create any PDF because you have a tech background. I cannot.
I can teach you.
I saw it the other day and I was like, wow, okay. So step by
No.
step.
Yeah, join me again. We'll get it. We'll get it. Mary,
Oh, I plan to. I'm in it to win it. So, and I
okay,
appreciate it.
perfect.
So thank you so much.
Where can I find the scripts and dialogues, or is it in the minutes from the sessions? The sessions create and develop developing your value proposition. All the scripts, is this on the seller or the buyer side? If you want to unmute.
Hi there. It was it was yesterday's session. And right around 25 minutes, she's showing some slides and she did the Chirag quote about that's a great question. Let me give you 4 or 5 of my, clients who you can refer to, that kind of dialogue. I've read your, I like reading it all. So that's very helpful, but I know I can copy and paste because what I'm asking you really is in the script. I'm wondering if you have a condensed version, so
Of all scripts, I do.
Yes.
Is that what you
Ooh,
want? Just bear
yes.
with me one moment and I will get them for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We aim to please.
And in the business Well, I'll let you do that first, then I have just a second question.
Well, Andrew can answer your second question while
Okay.
I find that.
So the business plan, when I did the coaching calls with Chirag via Compass, then I joined his community. He gave out a business plan. Is that the same business plan in his community? That he wants, I mean, he
Oh,
wants us to fill
Andrew
that.
topped off.
Oh,
Okay, don't worry. I'll come back to you now.
okay.
So here's the selling scripts. You can just click these.
Where are you putting them?
I'm putting them into our chat. I'm going to put them in now.
Okay.
And I'll send you, give me a moment and I'll get you the buying ones now as well.
Oh, I'm gonna click off you so I can click the link,
Yeah, no, that's fine.
but I'm not hanging up.
No, that's fine.
I just want to get it on my screen. Oh, nice.
Okay, and that's all of them there. And these are the buying scripts.
Okay.
And
Are they on the platform?
every single one is on the platform.
You know what, would I just put scripts into the,
Oh, I'd say every single content came up if you just did that, right?
right,
Yeah, because they're scripts. So they're embedded. So we want you to read the context
okay,
around using the scripts, like when to use them, that type of thing. The buying ones are in there as well. So
okay,
rather than just saying, here's all our scripts.
right,
So if you're going through delivering the pitch, one of the biggest scripts, right?
mm-hmm,
If you go into that section, it'll explain when to use the, tech compass script, when to use, different pivoting on a buyer's collection. If you're going through the buyer side, we'll explain, yeah, now this has happened. So use this script as opposed to here's a script. I think often if people just say, I want all the scripts and you give them all, there's no context to it.
yes,
So it's not as good.
agreed.
There you have all the scripts there.
And then let me ask you this, so I would like to focus this 12 weeks on listings and presentation. So where would I find that? Because when I pull that up, I get a lot of listings. Is there like, I've noticed everything is in chronological order. Like if you start off with the purpose, then then it leads to the next one. But I've gone through it so much, I'm a little confused. I don't know how to get back to this.
Okay, I'm going to just give you a little, you're absolutely 100% right in what you're saying. I'm just going to share I'm going to share my desktop with you for a second so I can show you exactly that. So if you are on the interest in the selling side, now remember the navigator will drip feed you content to search and to use, but if you want to
Is this
look
called
for it
drip?
yourself,
Is this called drip that I'm looking at?
no,
You said you said the platform would drip
okay,
information.
the
to-
navigator on Sunday will start drip feeding you the
Oh,
content to
fine.
review.
Okay,
But if you want to go into our platform and look independently, so if you go into my coaching content on the left, now you'll see end to end. You can go in there. And if for the selling side, these are all Chirag videos. You can go in there and have a look at those. These are all the tool trainings. You can go look at those. But to get the written, like you said, the way you like it, you go in here. And here's all the different pre-qualifying before the pitch and everything else.
okay,
If you're really looking for listing presentation stuff, and listing information, I would recommend you start with before the pitch. The pre-qualifying discusses the Med C and everything else, and creating a Google alert, how to do that before you even go on the pitch.
okay,
There's a whole section in here on the listing presentation and what to include in it, and the marketing plans and everything else. So you can see all this, creating the listing presentation. I mean, there's a lot of content in here. So if you want to start off, you can just literally click into
okay.
into this. I'm going to send you the link right now. Let's make life easy, right?
Yes, perfect.
So I'm going to send you this here again in the same chat. And this is listing presentation information. And again, we have videos, we have all sorts of things in there. And even in the past events, like if you go into the selling videos, you'll find one about Chirag actually discussing this. But if you go into the past events, you'll see some of my old sessions where I'm helping people, showing them how to create the listing presentation using the resources we have. Now, there's other ones about the iPad for the pitches.
No,
and
I don't, you're getting too far ahead.
that's fine. Take
I'm
this
good.
and start with that. But your navigator will be drip feeding this stuff to you anyway.
You know,
Don't worry
if
too much.
I can share a little feedback, so I've been in business since 2006, full-time agent. And it was, and Compass just bought our boutique in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, a couple years ago. And I've always been a strong lister, but so I'm listening to Chirag. I sign up for the community, right? I'm going through your website, I'm listening and I'm watching your videos, and it's only been a couple days, but you got to remember that I've had a lot of experience, 20 years plus. So I decided to move myself out of the way and listen to Chirag. And my listing appointment for my buyer presentation appointment was the absolute best I've ever had in over 20 years. And I was done in, honestly, they showed up a little late, so I bet it was 40 minutes. We were done. I knew ABC. I felt like they were listened to. It was interactive. And it was just, I used his pitch. Can I start off with the important questions to you? When I got done, I was like, wow, I've got to go do my floor time. And I looked at the clock and it was 40 minutes. I'm like, I had never had such a great, easy experience on myself. And I think the buyers, I know they walked away. I mean, how could they not walk away? I was surprised. I'm like, who just did that?
That is awesome. And that's from watching some of the videos we had on the site.
Well, I've taken every Compass course in 2 years, right? But you got to remember, it's a lot of retraining yourself. You've been in business 20 years. And it wasn't until the last coaching, which was Christmas time, that because Compass was pushing the buyer agency presentation and Chirag came on, he talked about his, coaching at 3,600. And I thought, I can do that. Something clicked when I listened to him this time. And wow, it was really an amazing experience for me as an agent. I can only imagine what those people thought, only because I don't ask. My new rule is you come into the office and we're going to meet. So I was scared about doing that. They said yes. And now I have to have structure. But as I followed your menu, you unfolded all of my questions and created the structure that I already had great foundation with. I was just placed all over, right? And I thought to myself, I bet in 20 years, I know more about those people and they know more about the buyer agent role combined in every appointment I've had, just because I was just always, I have good strengths, but I also have weaknesses and just wasn't organized. So.
Well, that's fantastic feedback, Mary. And I'm going to give Chirag that feedback straight after this meeting because we love hearing those wins. If you don't mind me sharing that.
Yeah, please do. It was, yeah, it was, I'm happy. So.
That's fantastic. We're delighted. And yeah, and of course, we have all the checklists there that, to help you stay on track.
Yeah, you know what? It's Compass is overwhelming. I'm just taking what he
Slow
said
it down, Tricia.
and
Well, Mary,
master one thing at a time. But
it's been a Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you too, and you have a wonderful day, Tricia.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.